Hey guys, guess what? What are we doing?
We're going to Ganguddy.
Off to Ganguddy. Dun Swamp up in the Kapiti Valley. Bill's just finished night shift.
So we're swapping roles today and my wife's going to drive so I can nap in the car because I've just finished a 12-hour night shift, 13-hour night shift, and we're going straight up there, so I'll be napping if I can settle with her driving.
I'm driving on my own while she's sleeping, so hence I've got my own playlist this time. So a new playlist, and I'm going to drop that down in the comments if anyone wants to have a listen to what we're listening to on the way up. See you up there.
Bye.
Bye.
Time to get the air pressures increased in both the van and the car and do the final prep for our adventures.
And then, yep, you guessed it, hooked up the van to the car and off we went.
Ganguddy, or Dun's Swamp, is about 4 hours from our home. That's taking into consideration that the Great Western Highway is still closed and it was quite bad weather.
Weather wasn't too bad when we first left home, a bit overcast, no rain. However, it wasn't long before we hit fog like this and the visibility was down to about 25 metres. Episode 9 seen us visit Kurunguba campground, which is in the Wollemi National Park, and Dun Swamp is also in the Wollemi National Park. So do yourselves a favour, if you haven't already seen season 9, drop into our channel and check it out first.
Dun Swamp, or Ganguddy as it's known to the local Aboriginal people, is set on the Kudgegong River in the Wollemi National Park. The waterway was created when Candos Weir was built in the late 1920s.
Dun Swamp Campground is set amongst picturesque woodlands of scribbly gum and a striking rock pagoda.
There's plenty of wildlife, especially at night time, with the possums that'll come right up to your feet, along with wallabies. If you're lucky, you may see a platypus in the river, and lots of birds around.
Dun Swamp is run and maintained by national parks. Campsites are allocated, with approximately 80 to 90 campsites, of which only 15 of these are available for vans. We paid $24 a night for a large campsite. However, if you're just arriving with tents, tent sites are only $12 a night. Bookings are essential.
We've arrived at campsite 66, time to set up the van and let the fun begin.
After several trips away now, we've got the setup down pat, taking us about 15 minutes from unhooking to sitting down by the campfire.
This time for our campsite, we decided to angle the van back right at the edge of the campsite so we've got the fire behind us.
With the brisk cold air from the cold front already starting to show, we've already started a fire.
Hey. Big day. Ready to relax.
After setting up our campsite, we decided to take a quick drive around the campground to see what was going on.
This campground is really well designed. National parks have done a fantastic job of making campsites in areas so that it's almost a secluded bush retreat for every site. Some of the sites are small tent sites, some of the sites you can't drive into, while other sites are big sites, big enough for large vans like ours.
There's no access to fresh water at Ganguddy, so make sure you take plenty of your own. However, there is a plentiful amount of drop toilets on site and they are super clean.
Within walking distance from our campsite, and obviously just a short driving distance, is this beautiful picnic area, boat ramp and access to the swamp and Kudgegong River.
To our delight, the national parks at this site actually offer free firewood. It's not always there, so again, make sure you bring your own, but there was heaps there for us this time.
While there was plenty of firewood, a lot of it was wet, making lighting it almost impossible. So we spent the afternoon, 4 hours, fanning the fire.
Tonight for my gourmet creations, it was leftover beef ragu from our previous trip, which I'd frozen the leftovers. So nice and easy, along with a beer, bacon and cheese damper, which I'm making here.
We've attached the ingredients list as an overlay to this video, but for those interested in making this damper, we will put the actual link down in our comments. So don't forget to go down, subscribe if you haven't already, and click on the link.
Nighttime at Ganguddy is actually quite insane with the amount of wildlife that comes to life just after the sun goes down.
Possums at other campsites we've been to were easily startled. However, these little mischievous buggers were quite happy to be right in amongst us, even up and trying to climb on our legs.
This little tacker decided that he was going to be my friend while I was cooking the damper, stayed by my side until it was done.
Having the possums climb up on the front of our van is not new to us, but having them climb up on the barbecue, climb into the tunnel, and even having friends around underneath them was definitely new for us.
The silly little bugger kept almost burning his nose in the barbecue. I had to shoo him away a couple of times to stop him from getting owies.
When you're bush cooking, who needs a thermometer when you've got furry little devils like this watching every step of the way? I'm sure they could smell that it was almost done. Look at this little bugger trying to even get his nose in as we were checking the damper.
It sure was comedic watching the little blighters run and chase each other and run around the campsite while we're waiting for our damper to cook.
With the damper done, it's time to pull the beef ragu out of the camp oven and set up for tonight's dinner. Morning! Welcome to our new segment, In Bed with Belle and Sal. You idiot. We just spent our first night in Ganguddy and weather was a bit... How's your mother?
It was rainy.
It was raining and cold. We struggled last night. What did you do yesterday for 4 hours?
I fanned the fire. Because the wood was so wet it wouldn't catch. I just sat and fanned the fire.
It's quite relaxing actually. Anyway, the wood was quite wet, so it took forever for it to catch. So hopefully we have a little bit extra luck today because what are we having for dinner?
Lamb shanks, actually, I think.
Lamb shanks for dinner, so we need to get that camp
If
up
I can
and
get
going.
the fire going. If not, they're going to be done on the Weber.
So this morning you've got up, we've had a hot chocolate, you've had your coffee. You've put out the solar panels.
Put out the solar panels.
Show everyone what...
I've been watching what we're making because our output was more than our input. But we've just hit in front. So currently our portable panel's doing 31 watts and our solar on our roof 77. But we need that to go up so we can charge our battery up. So we currently got 63% in our battery. That needs to go up.
Plans for today?
Need some sunshine. And we're probably going to go for a bushwalk.
Nice. Up the Pagoda maybe?
Potentially we'll have a look at a couple of tracks and go for walkies and then have a look around.
Fishing perhaps?
Possibly. We'll see what happens. We've got a couple of days. We're not going anywhere from the campsite. Just anywhere in walking distance.
And we've got a bit of wind out there, so probably not ideal for the kayak just yet.
No, not
But
really.
if the opportunity arises, that kayak is going on the water. Thanks for joining In Bed with Belle and Sal.
Bye.
With our solar blanket stretched out to catch the beautiful free energy, it's time to head off on our first bushwalk off to see the Bee Hive Pagoda.
I may be biased, but damn, she's a sexy setup.
The bush backdrop's not too bad either.
And there's those dunnies I was telling you about. Drop toilets, but no smell and beautiful and clean.
Around our campsite we've got this beautiful rock pagoda. At the moment this pagoda is what's actually sheltering us from the wind, which is beautiful.
3rd of June, 10:54.
So that's point to where we're standing at the moment. We're standing there and we're currently at campsite 66, which is here. Okay, and this is all of the rock pagoda on this side, and there's another one here. So it's a beautiful little, I don't know, valleyway, I guess you could call it, tiny valley, which is protecting from the wind.
I reckon do this circuit first, the one through the rock.
Yep.
And then we'll go from there. So that must be up that road.
Okay, this is our first walk of the day, waterside walk. Going to do the Bee Hive Pagoda, or the river gauge, or which one do you want to do? We'll just start at the top and work our way down. We'll do the Bee Hive.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah, so there's lots of this, I guess it's some type of fern through here that's all brown. Not quite sure whether it's been poisoned, whether it's frostbitten, but it's certainly dying off. The walk to the Bee Hive Pagoda is one of the most popular walking tracks around the campground. Distance is about a 2.5 kilometre return trip, so approximately 1 hour, and the grade is classified as easy to moderate. The terrain has no steep sections at all, very easy for anybody to do.
The walk takes you through classic Wollemi bushland to a striking sandstone formation that resembles a giant beehive, or in my case, I saw a giant nipple.
Of course you did. A couple of tips for the walk: make sure you're wearing sturdy shoes, as the sandstone can be a bit uneven. You're going to traverse this like a four-wheel drive, are you? He's going to be the first to fall in the drink.
I don't want to get my feet wet.
Remember to always take plenty of water, especially during the middle of the day or summer months. Early morning and late afternoons is probably the best time for the best light for your photography, and keep an eye out because there's plenty of wildlife, kangaroos, bird life, all around the campground. Dun Swamp is otherwise known as the Cudgegon River.
We did buy an inflatable kayak to have a little paddle on the river, but with the wind that you can see in this time lapse, today's conditions weren't ideal.
So onward and upward for Belle as she conquers the nipple.
The view from the Bee Hive Pagoda is actually quite stunning.
After Belle conquered the nipple and our brief stop, it was time to scramble back down and head back to camp.
Wombat hole. This is wombat poop.
How can you tell it's wombat poop?
Because it's square.
Drive mode. Put your traction control on. The returning walk was just as beautiful as the initial journey. With many things that we missed along the way, we were able to see on the way out, like this beautiful tree stump, where we stopped for a photo, and some of the rock formations as well. Science lesson for the kids: what goes up has to come down. And when you're 50, things don't come down the same way that they did when you were 20.
Slide down. That's what I did.
Well, that's the walking track to the Bee Hive Pagoda done. Now to head back to campsite 66 for
66.
chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers.
For lumberjack.
Yeah, that's right. Need wood for our fire. Lunchtime. Chicken burgers. You making fire? Hopefully it's better fire than last night.
Yeah.
Chicken burger.
I burned Ganguddy down in a minute.
That's your chicken burger, my love.
Yum. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not how I'm going to get it to my mouth though.
Good?
Yum.
On the menu tonight is lamb shanks on the camp oven. Just prepping the veggies, ready to go. This is a first for Belle. She's never used a camp oven before, so let's see if we're able to convert her. So here you'll see we've fried up the veggies, adding some diced tomatoes, some tomato paste, several mixed herbs, and then of course the most important ingredients, the beef stock, followed by the red wine before we put it on to simmer for about 3 hours. The camp oven is red hot as it was preheated. Some of the important things to remember when using a camp oven is that you're putting it on coals and you're putting red hot coals on both the top and the bottom. Don't put it directly on flame as it will burn. Got some nice heat into that broth now. Browned off the lamb shanks. Time to add them in so they can simmer away and get tender to fall off the bone. Due to the heat in the campfire at the moment, we've actually raised it off the actual coals and have it resting above the campfire, which is still producing enough heat for it to simmer, but stopping it from boiling and sticking to the pot. To accompany our lamb shanks tonight, we're doing a mashed potato. So I've just chopped up some taties, put them in that pot up the top, and they're just sitting there starting to bubble up to get nice and soft so I can make it when it's ready.
Do you want my love? Not our forward beverage. Watching my dinner book.
Your dinner?
Yeah. Our dinner.
Down here in the camp oven.
In the camp oven for the first time for me. It's a bit stressful.
Tell me, what's stressful about your camp oven?
Getting the fire started because of the wood's friggin' wet.
Well, you've got a raging fire now.
Yeah.
You've got enough heat here to probably heat a hospital, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's pretty warm.
We made the camp oven too hot, so when I put the oil in to do the onions and garlic, it went.
It's like an ad for the fire brigade, really, wasn't it? And no, I didn't have the camera going, unfortunately.
Yeah. But now we're good.
Back to our favourite pastime, collecting wood. We've gone through about 80 kilos of wood so far, just trying to stay warm. Yes. Firewood collection.
Firewood done.
Done. Back to camp we go. Hey lumberjack, what you been doing?
Collecting firewood.
Do you think there's enough firewood?
We'll see.
That'll get us through the next 2 hours perhaps?
Yeah. The rate it's weird burning now.
So potatoes are cooked. Time to make some mashed potatoes. To go with the lamb shanks. lamb shanks cooked in the camp oven, mashed potato, winner,
John.
lamb shank dinner.
Chewing, bub.
Popping marshies. Toasty marshies, should I say.
You look very like concentration. See, you told me not to burn it, you burn it.
Damn.
Don't burn your mouth.
Yeah. Morning. Welcome to our second segment of In Bed with Belle and Sal. Bit of a terrible night last night.
It was raining
It was
and blowy.
blowing like you have never known. I think we got up to about 30-kilometre gusts of winds. The awning is still standing thanks to our awesome tie gear ropes. Weather today is pretty average. Looking for some rain about to start probably around lunchtime. Yes, it's 10 o'clock and we are still in bed. And not a great deal of plans today. We'll see how things go. How'd you like the camp oven dinner?
It was actually really nice. I eat my words. Once the fire was started and we got the heat into the camp oven, it was good. So we'll give it another crack. Not tonight because it's going to rain. I think I'm going to swap the meals around, so we'll do something a bit easier to manage tonight, and we'll see how we go.
So tonight we're having pork chops with fennel?
Yeah,
Apple and fennel.
Apple and fennel slaw with pork chops.
Nice. All right, catch us round. Bit cold today. Cold. Already sprinkling. We're heading off to see if we can possibly fit in a bushwalk before it rains too much.
Fingers crossed.
Cross those fingers. So instead of going down this street here, we're going to keep going and then turn onto the walking track up there further.
This little walk is called the Ganguddy Campsite Rocks Walk. It's about a 500 metre circuit and it's within the campgrounds. It's about 20 minutes to do the circuit. It's an easy flat walk that takes you in and around the big rock formations, and you can see some Aboriginal art while you're going that is painted onto the rocks.
The Darby people are a clan of the Wollemi Nation, the traditional custodians of a large area of land in central New South Wales, Australia. Their ancestral country spans the Gudgegan River, Candos, Ralston and the Kapiti Valley, which is where we are today. The unique pagoda stones that you see scattered around Dunswamp are of the Triassic era Narrabeen sandstone. These spectacular 200 million year old rock formations were created by waterborne sediment deposits and shaped through the unique geological processes. The rock formations are truly breathtaking and remind you just how small you are in comparison to the rest of the universe.
A very big crack.
In a big crack. Big crack.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Back to camp, we only just made it around the little track before the weather turned crap, so trying to light a fire now to get some heat and warmth going. To warm the soul and warm the belly, I decided to make some beer pretzels with a cheese dipping sauce for an afternoon snack.
With all the firewood being so wet, I decided to split it to see whether we could get it started a bit better.
While the wifey was off splitting wood, I thought we better get something in our bellies for lunch while we wait for the beer pretzels to rise. It's bacon egg rolls it is.
Smile, baby.
A hunky.
What you cooking?
Bacon at the moment for the bacon egg rolls.
Yum.
Something for lunch quickly while we wait for the dough to rise.
For the beer pretzels and cheese sauce.
Yep.
So in the last couple of hours, the weather's turned absolutely horrendous. It is going between raining, we just had some small hail, and it is literally freezing. I think we're actually, what do you reckon, colder here than it was in the snowies?
Yeah, definitely. I'm freezing. I look like a Michelin man. I've got like 5-6 layers on.
Oh well, we've got the fire pit well and truly stocked up if it stops raining long enough, but I doubt it.
Dough's had time to rise, now time to roll out the beer pretzels and shape them into a pretzel-like shape, ready for cooking.
Final step before putting them on the Weber is to give them a light egg wash so that they'll brown.
Pouring rain, but we do have a raging fire.
Now we can make the cheese sauce.
And then there's the cheese sauce for the beer pretzels.
They don't look pretty, but they tasted alright. Nice and warm on a cold day.
We scored a small break in the weather, long enough for us to sit by the campfire, enjoy the beer pretzels with cheese sauce, and also put on our pork chops with apple, fennel and Spanish onion.
Trying out our new Dache grill for the first time with some coals to sizzle the pork.
Clearly he knows that we're not gonna hurt him. Yeah, you want to take the skin it? Hey.
After the success the night before with our camp oven, we decided to use the camp oven again tonight to do our apple and fennel veggie mix.
Once veggies are pretty much done, just throw in some baby spinach leaves just so it wilts. Just get an extra flavour in there.
Pork chops were already seared on our Darche grill, but we're putting it on top of the spinach and apple and fennel just to finish it off.
And dinner is served. Yum yum pig's bum.
Dinner time?
Hey?
Is it dinner time?
Yeah.
What we got?
Pork cutlets with fennel, apple, spinach, Spanish cooking.
It's a bit of a combination cook, wasn't it, my love?
Sure is.
It's a bit hard doing it when it's so cold. Nothing wanted to work. Is it okay? Mm-hmm. Good. Morning. No rain.
Blue skies.
Kind of. Very little bit. Not much. But it's better than what it was. So many people are arriving.
So excited to actually see sun today
I know. Look.
that we jumped out of bed before doing a Bill and Sally in bed segment.
Look. Sun. Going to the solar panel because we're dire straits. We were down to 24% in our battery. I couldn't even watch telly last night because I was scared.
And so what are we doing this morning?
Breakfast time, and then we're going to go for a walk.
Gonna climb the pagodas today, Pagoda Lookout.
Yeah, go to the lookout, and hopefully all this cloud buggers off and we get some good solar while we're gone and get some charging our battery. And then tonight it's chicken cacciatore.
So we use that camp oven.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the camp oven?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, but the fire's a bitch, and I'm not a fan of the wet wood, but once we get good wood, which we got yesterday, it was good. I don't like spending half my life trying to make a fire.
So these are these little vacuum seal bags that we're using. So you run the little clip across the top, and then this is the Vaculock vacuum that we're using. Just meant to sit over the top here, press the button. As you can see, it doesn't seal very well. There we go, managed to get it that time round. But that'll vacuum seal it, and those Kranskis we can use on our next trip.
These hashies.
So you've been cooking on this Weber BBQ now for several camps.
Yep.
And we decided to go with this over one of the Barbecues Galore brands.
Yeah, I'm glad because they went into liquidation.
So how are you finding the BBQ?
I love the BBQ. It's easy to cook on. It's nice and compact. It fits in our tunnel boot perfectly. Yeah, I've had no complaints. I can do oven stuff, I can do roast stuff, I can do grill stuff, I can do anything. It's very versatile.
So you got the ability to do direct and indirect heat is what you're saying?
Yeah, correct. So I've even baked on here.
check this out. 400 watt solar panel Raptor skin from iTech World. We would be totally without power right now if it wasn't for this Raptor solar blanket. Currently cranking in and keeping our battery just above the level that we need to still maintain our fridge. Again, if it wasn't for this, our fridge would be out right now. So thank you iTech World, and thank you Raptor Skin for this awesome blanket. Heading off now on our last collection of firewood for this trip. Probably have enough firewood to get us through the night, but you never know, it got very cold.
And I want to get it before the hordes come in. And we got dry wood.
So stocked up on firewood for the night for when we cook our chicken cacciatore. And we're off again, walkies, to do the Pagoda Lookout, hopefully.
If we can find the track.
If we can find the track. This is up near the Point campsite, which is just for tents, but this is a beautiful location up here.
We found the track!
So we're off to do Pagoda Lookout track. We're going to be scrambling up rocks and it's hard. Nice!
It's only small though, it's only 2.5 feet.
There's plenty of signposts along the way, so near impossible to get lost. I won't say completely impossible. The jobs that we do, we see it every day. But if you stay on the walking tracks, follow the signs, you cannot get lost. So here we are at Platypus
Point.
Platypus Point. Over there is the Pagoda Point, which we're heading that way now. And behind us is the Kajigan River.
How's the Serenity?
Serene. Straight up is where we want to go. Yeah, if there's a path, follow the path though. Wow. See the birds?
Wow.
Please do not fall.
Danger, cliff edge, danger.
Stay away from the cliff edge.
Muck. Coming up. Yeah, in my hand. Don't pull back.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're here on Pagoda Lookout. We've climbed up the rocks and we are that high
Above the Kajigan River. Not sure how we're going to get back down
on our bums.
because we've come a long way. But we'll try.
We've still got this little bit to go.
before we get to the top.
How far?
No.
I'm guessing there's going to be a couple of tracky pants with some holes in the arse by the time we get down here. But we'll see. Either holes in that or holes in one's knees.
No accident.
Carry? I haven't seen you ever carry me.
Good job.
She made it. Oh, she made it.
Long way down.
What are you going to do?
Go to poop.
That's charming. Thanks for sharing that.
You gotta check out the drop toilet.
What do you reckon?
It's clean. And there's paper.
That's pretty good. It's for a drop dummy.
It's pretty good for a drop toilet.
Alright, we might let you do your own. So how was that?
Empty. It's alright.
Wasn't painful?
No, it didn't stick. It was good.
Okay, so we're making some chocolate and caramel slice. So we're in the van at the moment, just getting a few items together, and we'll be cooking on the stovetop. So the butter is now melting. So now that we've broken up the bread crumbs, or the biscuit crumbs, mixing that in with the melted butter. Pressing down the biscuit crumb. We're only using one side of this tray because it's quite a big tray, just so that we can make the biscuit slice the right thickness. So now the caramel is on. Time for it to go back in the freezer. With my damn wall. With your damn wall. This is what cooking in a caravan looks like.
What are we doing?
Just melting the chocolate to go on top of the caramel slice. Slow and slow, not actually putting it on the open flame. And the dark chocolate is now on top, which means it's time for our slice to go into the fridge. Judging by our calculations, we've still probably got about 100 litres of water left. However, we do have the extra jerry cans with us, so while it's daylight we're going to actually top up the water tanks so we're not sort of halfway through a shower tonight and needing to do it. Step one, need to undo the covers to the water tanks on the van, which are both under lock and key. So you see here Bell's bought a submersible pump. So we're going to run that submersible pump into the tanks, and we're going to run that off the Grey Anderson from the car. We can use the Grey Anderson on the van, however at the moment that Grey Anderson's actually connected to our solar blankets, giving us the additional solar for the night. So we'll run it off the car instead. Now the car at the moment's parked a little bit of a distance from the van, so we've got two options. A, we can reverse the car back a bit further, and we could just run it straight through that way. Or B, as Belle's doing here, she's attaching the additional hose that connects to the jerry cans so that we've got a little bit more length See here we've got a brass elbow which allows for the water to go straight into the tank, and we've also got a two-way valve here so we can actually stop it. And there you go, Belle's just connected the Grey Anderson to the car, and you can hear the submersible pump doing its thing. Water is pumping into the tanks, so now Belle will basically just stand there and wait for that jerry can to empty.
Not lose water.
When that jerry can empties, she'll then swap over to the second jerry can. So there's an additional 22 litres in each can there.
Might get the other ones off and do them as well.
Takes a little bit of time to do this, so it's not a quick 5-minute job, but certainly worth it to have the additional water with us when we're off-grid. So this setup you can see here is a set that Belle bought from All Adventure Pumps. Basically it comes with a canvas bag. We've also got a Grey Anderson to a cigarette plug that we keep here in this canvas case. That's the company brand there. And basically all of that we just store in our side compartment here on the van, so this helps us to be able to stay off grid. That's it, pump's done, water's been transferred, Belle's disconnected the Grey Anderson now. She'll then take that submersible pump out of the jerry can, careful not to put that into the dirt, and this will now be packed away in the canvas bag, ready for next time. It's now been neatly coiled up and fits perfectly back into the canvas bag that it came out of. Packing away for next camp trip. So campfire's well and truly alight. We're just heating up the camp oven just over the top of the coals at the moment. We're going to saute off our onions before we get our chicken cacciatore onto slow cook. Right. So these are all the ingredients that we need for the chicken cacciatore. Step one will be to cut up our veggies. So we've preheated this camp oven. Just going to put it on the ground. What you're not missing, or what you are missing not being here, is that smell, the aroma from the onion and the garlic. I'm just going to put that on just for a little bit. So once that's all sauteed, we'll then move on and, sauteed, not sauteed. We'll then add the veggies into the camp oven. Alrighty. Veggies in. Veggies in, give that a stir. Spread slow. So we don't normally put all of these veggies into our chicken cacciatore. However, we do have leftover veggies sitting in the fridge. So instead of them going off, we're putting it into the chicken cacciatore. Next step.
Tomato paste, but I ran out, so we're using pizza sauce instead. Same thing.
Chicken stock.
Alright, to go in.
off of red wine. The 2, the 3. A fair whack actually. So this will take a couple of hours because we do want it to reduce down. We want the veggies to be nice and soft. And we also want the chicken to fall apart inside that. Next step is to add some olives. We've got a jar of sliced olives now. Plenty of salt, plenty of pepper, and it is not Italian if there is not
Oregano. Oh, my nose.
whack. And the kids are in the boil. Next step before we get the lid on it and let it simmer away is to add the chicken Maryland's round off chicken, well seasoned, without its gizzards. Give it just a little bit of a poke both the chicken in. Alright, so dinner's on cooking. The caramel and chocolate slice is ready to go. So let's have up and see. Chicken cacciatore, pasta, and possums everywhere. This is going to be an interesting dinner. This is what happens when Mother Bell decides to feed the kids salad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possums. This one's sitting here eating parsley. The two over there are eating leftover chicken cacciatore. Yes, you guessed it, with pasta. And the two over there are eating leftover celery and salad from the cutter.
Salad.
Oh look, there's one coming in the bushes over there too. What are you doing up there? There is possum poop on our awning.
Yeah. Really surprising.
Are you going to get down? Up into the tree. Put up on the side of the road. Where we're stopping for? High in the sky. Always important to support local produce. And so here we are today doing just that. You got
Non-alcoholic apple cider and a curry beef pie.
And that's made here in the Bilfin as well?
Yes, both local produce.
That's it. Back home we go.
Well, thanks again everyone for tuning in for Season 1, Episode 10. That brings Episode 10 to an end.
It's all a wrap. This episode, we actually had a couple of issues coming home, or when we were packing up this morning. Well, number one was with the wind, our awning strut had bent. So quick latch up when we were leaving, just to get out of camp. So we just strapped it up the top so it didn't pop down. And since we've been home, we've pulled it out and got it back in, straightened it all back up, and if you have a look, she's good as new. Good as new, so one problem fixed there. Second problem was
The heat pump.
yeah, we ran out of power. So through the night, which I calculated we probably would, because it's been so foggy and rainy, we were getting very low in a battery when we went to bed last night. I thought it may just scrape through till the sun came up. We were about 2 hours shy. I forgot to turn the heat pump off when we went to bed last night. So the heat pump the heat pump died and come up with an error code which I couldn't clear. So driving home, I turned off the heat pump from the actual circuit and reset it all. Got home, turned the gas on, turned the water pump on, turned the circuit back on to the heat pump, which cleared the error, and she's all working good as gold now. So 2 problems, both fixed without needing to go to service.
So as Belle said, we're home. As you can see, we've already emptied out the van. I've got it airing out because it smells very much like a campfire. We are home and we are back at work tomorrow. But one thing I did want to touch on was safety on the road. We had 3 very, very close near misses on the way home, 3 almost head-on collisions with people that are rushing to get away for the long weekend. So please take your time, slow down. There is no hurry to get where you're going, particularly if you end up dead before you get there. So till next time, see you guys later, and thanks for tuning in.
Stay safe, like, share, follow, subscribe.